understands we all go through amnesia periods where you forget who you are and you act on how you feel. Come on, we've been there. Amen. Someone say you're a Christian. I know I'm a Christian, but I haven't forgot how to.
Yeah.
But you have to understand that that is an excuse.
Yes, that's right.
There is no open door for you to act out of who God has called you to.
All right.
Let's use Superman as an example. As long as Superman was on the earth, he always had the ability to do what other people couldn't, even when he wanted to be normal.
All right. All right. All right. Good work.
I'm here to remind somebody today that God has set you apart different. No matter what you do, you will always be different. And the reason why you're different is because God bought you with a price.
All right.
Look at him and say, God bought you with a price.
God bought you with a
It
price.
was a heavy price. It was his son, Jesus Christ, who had to die, but God bought you. Pastor, the reason why I'm so encouraged and inspired this morning is that God can look at me and remind me everything that I did, remind himself of everything that I did, but still know that it was the best price that he paid.
All right.
Some of y'all are debating that it was a good decision to buy that car outside. Some of y'all are debating if this is the right house I'm supposed to live in. We often find ourselves making good decisions and then regretting those decisions. But praise God that God doesn't think like man thinks.
All right.
Now while man looks on the outward appearance, God looks at my heart. And God looks at my heart. He knows where I'm meant to be.
All right.
And so he's committed to the process of transforming my life no matter how challenging I make it.
My God.
Look at you and say you're chosen.
Chosen.
We are in 2 Timothy. And again, the Apostle Paul is writing to his son in the faith. This young man is a new pastor in a time of persecution.
My God.
It's almost like some of you who are going to school and you know you're a Christian, you're acting up here on stage and you're doing these parts, but then when you go back to school, everything that you acted out ends up becoming a reality.
Yes, sir.
Consider my brothers and sisters, every deacon, every usher, every pastor, singer, every experience you have in church. What if God said it's a sneak preview of what I'm going to take you through in the next week?
My God.
See, we don't think about this stuff anymore. We consider we're coming to church just to have an experience, go home and go about our merry day. But what God is trying to do is he's trying to mature you to the place that he called you to be. Mature you not to be a good Christian, not to be a hybrid Christian, where you want a little bit of you but a little bit of God. But God is trying to mature you and myself to the image of his son.
Yes, sir. Yes.
And sometimes that's going to take some chaotic situations because he's got to get you out of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good work. Good work.
So now Paul is talking to Timothy. This is his second letter he wrote, a couple of letters he wrote to Timothy. He said, the first letter I tried to remind you that you're called, that you're gifted to preach in season out of season. The second letter, he was almost refortifying in him what Timothy should already know. Have y'all ever been in a place where you needed rerun episodes from God, where even though you did it before, I need you to do it again?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
Rerun episodes. We look on television. We often see rerun episodes, whether it's Fresh Prince, Family Matters, Saved by the Bell, Friends. It don't matter. Rerun episodes is not to remind you of what you've never seen. Rerun episodes is for you to watch this, revisit the experience you had when you first saw it.
All right. All right. All right.
I said rerun episodes are not meant to teach you or show you something you've never seen. Rerun episodes are only an opportunity to revisit the moment when you first saw it. Oftentimes God has us going through rerun episodes that seem like circles, but God says, I need you to revisit that moment so you can be reminded that I broke you out of that. I can break you out of that. Someone saying, God, why are you allowing this to happen? God says, because you're still acting the same way you acted before. And so you're expecting me to do a new thing. The new thing I'm doing is the same thing I did. Because the same thing I did worked then, it's going to work now. Look at them and say, God's power still works.
God's power still works.
He's a healer, he's a savior, he's a deliverer.
Yes, sir.
That's what he is. Three things. So if you go through sickness, if you go through disease, God says, I'm a healer. I'll remind you like I did with your mother, like I did with your grandmother, like I did with your uncle and your aunts. I healed that body. Now it's your turn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.